The push to grant more Cuban immigrants here in Louisville the protection to stay in the U.S. while they apply for permanent residence. 3rd District Congressman McGarvey of Louisville addressed the issue this past week, calling on a member of President Joe Biden's cabinet to act. Right now, there are roughly 55,000 Cubans living in Louisville, a nearly 20,000 person increase from just 2 years ago. That's according to community leaders. But as those numbers grow, we're told a greater portion of them are fearing deportation. Senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez and chief photojournalist Philip Murrell show us the effort to change that.
Well, the number of immigrants coming from Cuba to here in Louisville continues to rise, making the work like what they do here at El Papeleo just that much more important. But they say they can't do this alone, and they need help from those in Washington. Congressman Morgan McGarvey of Louisville on Capitol Hill calling on the Secretary of Homeland Security to take action.
But court rulings threaten the ability of Cubans recently issued an I-220A form to remain in the U.S. This is wrong.
He's referencing the form immigration officials, more often now, are handing out to Cuban nationals crossing into the U.S. So you guys don't like the 220A?
No, we don't. We hate it.
It allows immigrants to have a temporary driver's license and a work permit. But the form does not guarantee they won't be deported as they apply for asylum. How long does that process take?
I would say a year. A year
so
because
that's a year in limbo, basically.
Exactly.
Nadia Calana is a public notary and owner of El Papeleo, translating to the paperwork. Every day, she helps immigrants fill out the necessary forms.
You see, all that are green card and work permits.
Calana, who immigrated to Louisville from Cuba in 2003, is pushing back against a federal ruling from late 2023, shrinking the pool of Cubans who can apply for benefits, which includes permanent residence once they've passed a year in the U.S.
They say, well, tomorrow is like I'm not here for through. Maybe tomorrow I'm here, but maybe tomorrow I'm not, because I don't know if I can be stopped in a lie or something, and I can be deported.
Darian Barrios, who's called Louisville home for 17 years, echoes the concern.
Not only the Cubans in Kentucky, the Cuban in the United States, because all of them need the asylum.
The call from the Cuban community is for Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas to grant all Cubans parole status to strengthen the pathway to citizenship. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
We're told Louisville has the 3rd fastest growing Cuban population in the country, behind Miami and Las Vegas. The Melwood Arts Center hosted a gala last month to celebrate Cuban Americans in the city. We have the clip posted on our YouTube page.